Hey guys, Flame Gold here, and I'm bringing you guys my Bluish Flames Prominence Core deck profile. Now, with this deck profile, I kind of built it to my standards. I play tested on Card Fight area enough, and I like this build. It's come in, it's fun, one of the best decks I've had in a while. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave a like if you did, and let's get started. So I run Crunch Goal. Bruno, I do like the Put in the Soul, but since I only run very few of the Glare, it's not very real in that sense, and I would run this even with Glare. That way I could just get more power off Glare so my opponent has to guard more with a grade 1's, more chances of me hitting with them. I really like this. A lot of people don't like this, I've seen, but this is one of my favorite starters out of the whole entire Gold Paladin series, so let's continue on. 3 Percival. I run 3 Percival because there's a lot of decks out there that or I have a lot of people that like to hate on rear guards, keep on knocking them down, and Percival is a free unit to ride and just get me a card in if I need, or he's a good card to run into if I have like no rear guards, or how I play this. Sometimes I run out of rear guards and all that, so 3 Percival. 4 Prominence Core. The fun thing about this deck is that it just focuses on sitting there and looping like crazy, as you'll see with the later created lineups, and then it gets a crit and bonus power with your Brunos and your other cards. So, and then for the final card, the Piece of Resistance, my always main finisher, Prominence Glare. A lot of people told me to run 2. I'm testing it out as 1 just because a lot of my games I've ended up using this, and my opponent were just like, okay, guard, early games. That's why I like to run into this first, or Percival. This is a great finisher when your opponent has like maybe 5 to 6 cards. But I've run into matches, a lot of matches where they've had like 8, and they just guard this like no pass and all that, and it's kind of frustrating. So this is just the finisher, the icing on the cake. Helps me get out of jams too. My favorite Gold Paladin ever. 4 Agravales of the Liberator of the Oath. Love this card. Beautiful art. One of the best skills for Rush. Calling like crazy. Gets you your rear guards. Our 11 Tay attacker in this deck. I run 2 of them. Just because I'm not too fond on his effects. Yeah, it's Search You grade 3, and just testing this online, it does seem like it's okay. I didn't see the need of spending an extra $10 just to get another one of these. And to be truthfully honest, and 2 of them runs fine. With Legion, you guaranteed to always have one in your deck. Well, I make it so I always have one in my deck just in case I run into Glare. I'm testing this instead of running a Fallon or another one of this, just because it gives you a 6,000k boost up, and that's guaranteed to make your opponent guard a little more. Lawful Trumpeter. I thought about dropping this down a little bit, maybe to 1, run a Fallon and this maybe, just because I realized how much in this Legion season that Fallon can really impact the game when I'm rushing them at grade 2 and all that. Just because this is such a late game effect, but it does work combo very well with Bruno. And sometimes I just don't want to wait for the combos just because I want to hit your opponent hard with this deck. That's what it focuses on. Why are you there? Physical Liberator. Zorn, I believe it is. This is more of your chain loop like Agravale to get you more cards. Agravale is better because you can counterblast one, but it is a counterblast. But this deck doesn't run very many until I hit Glare. This helps me set up my chains. Gives me additional power for Bruno. I can make it a 12 instead of a 10, or all that fun stuff. So very good card. A lot of people sometimes don't even run this card, and I think it just powers up your soul and all that for key cards later in this profile, which I'm pretty sure you guys would probably guess. For Bruno, always. Liberators, just love this card. Until they come out with a better, which I don't think they will. it's a great card. I've even thought about running Overcast in the 2 places of one of the Lawfuls and the other, if you guys are thinking about that. This, I would love to run 4, but the deck space is just so cramped as is. I've even thought about taking out another perf guard, but then I just started thinking that's a horrible idea. But if you want to do it, go ahead. And then 3 perfs. 3 perf guards just because perf guards. A lot of the cards now in this game make you, but there's a lot of perfect guard hate. So, and then 1 sentinel. This is just because Die Kaiser is a thing. It helps out Die Kaiser. And it's also saved me a lot of matches before. Well, just using this in old deck profiles. And plus it sets up Legion and it does a lot of fun stuff like that. 4 heal. I play my lucky one right here. This guy has saved me so many times. I love this card, but if I didn't have this card, I'd definitely run the 4 set. I have the 4 set, like I have a shit ton of them. I do not like this crit trigger, but I just used it just because it was in the deck at the time. And I'm going to switch it out for the bluish flame kind of looking one. This one, I love Epina better, but this one just looks weird. Its stance and all that, and it just looks like a Epina wannabe. Kind of funny. Now, I am running a different grade lineup. I've seen a couple people run this, and I do agree with this. Best stinking stand trigger in the whole game, I think. Well, one of the best, besides Shadow Paladin Witches. This gets you your loops off. This gets you bonus power. This gets you a bunch of things. And then 5 draw triggers of the 5/9 wannabe Bonnie. My friends have joked about that. This thing creeps a couple of my friends out. I run it just because it looks cute in their eyes. And plus, it's what the trial deck did, so I thought it suited the deck more. But thank you guys for watching, and please leave a like if you did like. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try posting more stuff every day, giving you more info. I'll probably go in, if you guys like this enough, I'll probably go into key combos. But mostly, it's just getting into your loops and calling much and rushing your opponent. Any questions about the deck profile, ask me, or if you'd like to even get some hints or tips about the deck, I'd love that. This is one of my favorite decks I've ever played, and thank you guys for watching, and this was Flame of Gold. Check you guys next time.